Grand Rising family, Grand Rising. I hope all is well. Welcome to HGW Community 72, which stands for Homegrown Wellness. I am Miss B, Bohemian Soul. It is Saturday. It is a sunny Saturday here in the state of Connecticut, where I'm coming to you from. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, old and new. I am a little bit overwhelmed with the response that I've gotten. I'm grateful for the views and the response that I've gotten for a video that I did on Wednesday. It's Saturday. I did a video actually on my TikTok channel and posted it on YouTube, on my TikTok and posted it on YouTube. And as of today, and I am a small channel. My channel is small. Yesterday I had 140 subscribers. This morning I just checked the channel. I have 151 subscribers. So I'm a small channel. And as of 15 minutes ago, before I went live, that video that I did on Wednesday has over 2,000 views. So that speaks leaps and bounds. And the subject of that video was why do Black divorced single women choose to not remarry? So that was the title of that live. And so it's gotten a lot of views. So thank you. Obviously, it sparked interest, and thank you all for the comments. Please keep the comments coming. I'm learning that, everything is not going to be positive. And so I've gotten two comments that, one was actually very, one spoke against my character. My character is everything. And there was a YouTuber content creator who made the allegations of me. Let me say, I don't know who this person is. I've never gone on their channel. I don't even know who they are. So they said some things to the effect that, watch this person. I could only watch her for a couple of seconds and I had to click off, and everything that she said, she's obviously taken my content. I don't know who this person is, and not for nothing, if you clicked off a couple of seconds and you couldn't watch it, then how do you know that I supposedly, I guess, took your content? I don't know who you are, but be well, because though people that do know me, my character is everything. And as a single woman, mother of two, I teach my children to be respectful, to be honorable. Their word is their bond. You don't cheat, you don't steal. So I definitely did not do these things that she said I did. So to that person, be well. And then there was another person that said something, and speaking to the video that I did, the live that I did, and they basically based everything on the religious aspect that I was talking about, how, religion did play a part in, for me, because this is all personal, did play a part in getting married too soon. My ex-husband and I shouldn't have gotten married. And watch the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. So to that person, obviously you're a very religious individual, and that's great and that's fine. And for whatever reason, you sitting and watching my video struck a nerve. So that's what you focused on. But be well to you as well. So the because I'm already 5 minutes in. So the title or the topic of this video is, have Black women lost their femininity? Have we lost our femininity? Are we no longer feminine? That is the question. I've seen a lot of brothers, and understand that when I'm doing my lives and things like this, I'm coming from a Black woman's viewpoint, eyesight. And I'm speaking from a relationship, if I'm speaking about relationship topic, from a Black man and a Black woman's interaction. That's what I'm speaking from. So, have Black women lost their femininity? Are we no longer moving in our position as being feminine? That is the question. And I wanted to talk to this because I've been seeing a lot of brothers talking about, sisters are no longer feminine. They've taken on a masculine role. And I definitely want to speak to that. It's interesting. A lot of brothers, and I love brothers. I love Black men. I love Black men. I think they are the best thing. I love their swagger. I love their shoulders. I love their backs. I love their mindset. I love everything about the Black man. I truly believe that the Black man, it made specifically and especially for us as Black women. So let me put that out there. However, just going back and looking at the history of the Black woman, our femininity was never questioned when we were in a position and operating and being in your femininity, being feminine. It is a position. It is a position, right? And our femininity was never questioned, decades ago when we were on the plantations. And rather, we were in the position of being in the house, in the field, the bed mate. If we were in the position of being sold to breeding farms, our femininity was never questioned, because in those positions, in that particular time frame, we were being raped by the plantation owner, having our own family, becoming pregnant, not knowing if it's our husband's or the slave owner's child that we were carrying. And we still had to go through, work out our position, again, rather it be in the house or in the field or on the breeding farm. And here it is 9 months later, time to give birth. And what if the child came out of the lighter hue? And we still had to be submissive to our husband, because that's what the femininity question is coming from. The aspect of, I think a lot of our brothers feel that we are no longer submissive. But when we were in that position, and when we were being submissive in that position, our femininity was never questioned. And we still moved as the wife, right? As the mother, as the slave master's bed wench, right? Femininity wasn't questioned. Let's move forward. The position now, let's move to World War II. Tyler Perry recently did a movie all black female battalion regiment. And Kerry Washington was the lead, you know, and those black women's position. Now, the all black female, right? The position that those black women were in, their femininity was not being questioned. And they were wives, they were daughters. The position wasn't being questioned, still being submissive in that position to Uncle Sam, if you will, the United States government, right? Still a male dominant. Femininity as a black woman was not being questioned. All right. During World War One, when the women had to go into the factories and work, right? And still take care because our husbands went off to war. And we had to run the factories, correct? And still take care of the children, correct? There was a particular group of women we called the Black Wax. I can talk to that because I am a Marine, right? My MOS was accounting finance. Served from 91 to 94. So, just saying. Well, signed up to serve from 91 to 94. And so I can talk to that. And I am one of the most feminine women you will ever meet. I loathe and I love operating and moving in that position. But again, submission from the brothers pertaining to black woman's femininity is what now is being questioned because it wasn't. Let's move on to Miss Sister Harriet Tubman. Look at what she did. Has her femininity ever been questioned? Absolutely not. She was submissive to her husband. You know, she left. We all know she escaped. Came back to get him, right? And, you know, we know he remarried because, you know, he thought she was dead or what have you. Was her femininity ever questioned? I think not. Let's move on. So many women, black women. Let's move to current day and why I think our femininity is being questioned. This is just my perspective. It is based on submission. And a lot of our black men feel that we are no longer submissive. But let's go a little bit deeper and let's talk about or look into the whole thing of submission and where they're coming from. Because it is based on religion. It is based on the Bible. It is based on the good word. It is based on the book. Right? But what does it say? Wives, what? Submit to your who? Husbands. And the husbands are supposed to submit to who? Christ, right? And I can speak to this too because I was a Christian. I was in the church, ordained minister, elder, all of that. But a lot of brothers are questioning our femininity. And I think that I know that you're questioning our femininity because you are no longer in your position. You've moved out of your position. So in you moving out of your position, and that's being under the Lord, and then your wives will become subject or submit to you, under you, because you're submitted under the Lord. you're no longer in the position in which you once were in. And if you are a single or divorced woman, right? And you're not married, then who are you to submit to? So I think brothers have it confused, and they equate femininity, the position of being a feminine woman, to the way you dress, the way you look, right? They're not basing it no longer on the position of the woman, of the black woman, but you all aren't in your position anymore. So we as black women have continually, we've remained. So to answer the question, have we lost our femininity? Are we no longer feminine? And I would say absolutely not. We are still as feminine as we want to be. We haven't lost that. We haven't lost our position. It's the submission part. Because you, our black man, have fell out, walked away from, chose to leave your position. And so we have to continually remain and have in our position, right? And move on and evolve. That's all. Yes, we are now, if we are married to our black man, right? We are working just as many hours as you are working, taking care of the children, taking care of the home, taking care of you, doing our wifely duties, right? And still expected to fall into this, I don't want to say fairy tale, but this past position, right? If we're not married, I've heard brothers talk about, they choose not to hold the door for a woman because they've done it in the past and they're not getting a thank you from them. I personally, and I'm not saying that doesn't happen. When a man holds a door for me, thank you, sir. I'll give a brother sir quick. Thank you, sir. Excuse me, sir. Right? Out of respect. Still, as a divorced single woman, I still operate and know my position to my black man. And I love it. So, no, we have not lost, our femininity. Our position has just evolved. Because you, my black brother, my black man, who I love and adore dearly, have walked away from, left, changed, moved your position under the Lord. So our submission has changed. So that's what I'm speaking to today. I hope that you all, I hope this reached some people. Just want to give you my vision, my position on that whole aspect of, have black women lost their femininity? Are they no longer feminine? And the answer, from my viewpoint, is no. And so listen, family, remember, be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your family. They deserve your greatness. Be great to your community. Without love, self-love first, we have absolutely nothing. And as always, clarity is key, but without consistency, we have no balance. Share this video with someone if you think they will get something from it. Please like, subscribe if you are not a subscriber. Family, till next time, be well.